Irase. The deputy leader will be Honorable Buba Jibril from North Central. The chief whip will be Honorable Al Hassan Ado Dogwa from Northwest. And the house leader will be Honorable Femi Bajagiani.
His announcement marked the end of plenary as the Speaker called for the motion for adjournment amidst cheers, disregarding all dissenting voices. With this decision said to be a resolution reached by both parties after a meeting on Monday with President Muhammadu Buhari, the Speaker may also have put paid to the leadership tussle in the House and paved way for serious work to begin. Omelogo, Nadi Channels Television News.
We're now being joined from our Abuja studios by Honorable Yunusa Abubakar, who's a member of the All Progressives Congress. Thank you for joining us. Let's begin with this quick one. What is your take on the entire process that culminated to this announcement yesterday?
Fantastic. This is a product of consultative democracy. If I can comply, if I can qualify.
We're sorry that the audio is a bit poor, so we hardly heard you. If you kindly say that again, please.
Yeah. Fantastic scenario. And it is a product of consultative democracy, if I may qualify it.
So what took you so long? I mean, it was seemed that it was so easy to announce, and it would seem that that's what everybody had been waiting for. Why did it take so long?
Yeah, at least 49 days from inauguration, Avi.
Yes.
This is against the background that, we all came. Anyway, let me start that APC is a conglomerate, a combination of people from different backgrounds, from different perspectives. So, like we are earlier on, we are like strange bedfellows. So we need to get to know each other, so that, before we get into the business, we have to know our partners. We have to know our colleagues before we become, colleagues and, what do you call it? Before we become a team, we have to know what everybody's role is going to play, which number you're going to play, just like a football team. So everybody, we will know who excel in where and where to place it. So I can say that the delay is for us to get to know each other, to understand each other, so that we can appropriate ourselves for the business of legislation.
So in the process of getting to know yourselves, the entire nation is held to a standstill, so to speak, because your party wanted to get to know its team members?
You see, actually, it's a part of planning, not actually, holding back the nation. During these 49 days, the nation has been moving. The executive arm have been doing their business of governing, just like they say they want to say that they don't want ruling party but governing party. They are doing their best. We in the legislation too, we are doing, like, for instance, the nomination or the request by Mr. President has been honored for the 15 special advisors. And even yesterday, before the announcement, in the plenary, we read the letter of Mr. President, when he sent in the service chief to be, screened, and immediately committees were constituted. During yesterday's plenary, you see about 5 bills were done the first reading, and even there is a motion that was, passed, and calling on the executive to let avail the handing over note, so that the legislators will get to know where we need to fix it, so that let's be carrying and then, queue in to know where we can appropriate, where legislative duty is required, so that we can legislate and then have a smooth passing. So really, people felt we are slow, but you see, when we don't plan, we indeed plan to fail. Like I used to say personally, that if this administration of Muhammadu Buhari will take the whole 4 years trying to reappropriate, plan, so that the next president 2019, when he comes, he will not just kick the ground running, he will kick the ground flying, then something has been achieved. Because when we took over government, the government is in disarray. Everybody is not in contention of this fact. So I can see that a delay of 49 days to guarantee 4 years of action, vibrancy, I mean, that's an insignificant consolation to be done.
Honorable Abubakar, a lot of people will disagree with you as regards how insignificant 49 days is compared to 4 years. But let's look at that meeting you held with the president. Now, at the end of that meeting, the news out there was that it was inconclusive. And so you had to go into another meeting on Tuesday that ended up with this announcement. Is it possible to give us an insight into what happened at the second meeting you had? What gave? Who shifted? Because one of the regions that the speaker was saying was going to be but not favored in the positioning formula or in the sharing formula proposed by the party is still not included as the Southeast. So what happened in that meeting on Tuesday?
Yeah, before I tell you what happened in the Tuesday meeting, at that Monday meeting, why it was inconclusive, it was not meant to be conclusive at that meeting, because it was a kind of an advice that the president gave both parties. I mean, the leadership of the party and the leadership of, and the entire members of the House of Representatives, having recognized that we have our constitutional ways of electing or selecting our leaders, and considering the fact of the party supremacy, he now employed us and advised us that let it be consultative. Let the party consult. Let us consult each other. And the chairman of the party, Chief John Oyegun, promised him that he has there are two documents. One in possession of the speaker, which he originated or he sent. And there is another document that the speaker replied. So the two the two documents are going to be perused. And within 4 hours in the chairman's word, he is going to get back to Mr. President with a positive position that everybody will smile at. So you can see that the Monday meeting was not supposed to be conclusive. So when they say it's conclusive, it is in line. Now, coming to the Tuesday, within the 4 hours, it's only pity that it couldn't be concluded within that 4 hours. It dragged up to Tuesday. But the end story is that it is a product of consultative, like I said, and earlier on, the position was a kind of an imposition, which the president decried when we were having the Monday meeting. He said people have asked him to impose, and then he said no, he cannot impose anybody. Now that he appealed to us, vis-a-vis whatever transpired, that we should eschew personal interest, let's put the party above us, and above all, the Constitution, so that the business of the House can flourish. So when the Tuesday meeting up to 3 a.m. and then continued in the morning and even in the afternoon when the speaker made that announcement and when that conclusion was there. So the give and take is that we weighed so many positions, and I think the party, since we all promised to go by the supremacy, the party has its own formula, and so that's the formula, and we felt we should let go. I mean, the Dogara camp who are insisting, it's high time that, there's a price for anything. So if this is the price the speaker ought to pay to move the House, so be it. And
so what a lot of people will be asking is, why wait if at the end of the day you're going to concede? Why did it take this long?
Like I told you, we want to know to get each other. We want to get the best out of the two leaders that emerges now. The leader of the representative, which is